हेलो दोस्तों। इस वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे IC26 जो एसोसिएट एग्जामिनेशन होता है। लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के कैंडिडेट्स के लिए कंपलसरी सब्जेक्ट होता है। उसके हम मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस इस वीडियो में हम सॉल्व करेंगे। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं बिना देरी किए। सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन है, अ बजट विच इज प्लान ऑफ एक्शन कैन बी एक्सप्रेस्ड इन सब्जेक्टिव टर्म, मॉनेटरी टर्म, नॉन मॉनेटरी टर्म, बोथ मॉनेटरी एंड नॉन मॉनेटरी टर्म, both monetary and subjective term. So correct answer is the monetary term. So budget will be expressed in only in monetary terms. Select from the given option which perfectly fit the description of the layering stage of money laundering: hiding the origin of fund, removing clean money from the system, provision of apparent legitimacy to the fund, actual physical disposal of cash, separation of proceeds from the source. So separation of proceeds from their source is the layering stage of money laundering. When the proceeds of is handled, it results in money laundering. Money received by way of corruption, tax evasion, smuggling, only 2 and 3, all 1 2 3। इस क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा जा रहा है कि इन तीनों में से क्या होता है कि वो मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग कहलाया जाता है। यहाँ पे तीनों ऑप्शन ही करेक्ट हैं, ऑल 1 2 3। In the life insurance business, the investment in government security as per the IRDAI investment regulations should be। जो लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का बिजनेस कंपनीज करती हैं वो इन्वेस्टमेंट भी करती हैं। वो इन्वेस्टमेंट जो होता है वो गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज में कितना रख सकती हैं एज पर IRDAI regulations। नॉट लेस देन 10% ऑफ द फंड, 15%, 25%, 45% और 50%। हेयर correct answer is the 25%. Which mutual fund invest in the equity shares of the companies and help the investor to get the benefit of the investment opportunities in the stock market? These funds are considered to be the high risk and high return investment proposition: tax saving fund, equity fund, infrastructure fund, arbitrage fund and index fund। यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन से ही पता लग रहा है कि इक्विटी शेयर्स की बात हो रही है, तो इक्विटी फंड ही इसका करेक्ट आंसर होगा। Next question. Select from the below list the sources through which a company in India can access finance from the foreign market. नीचे 5 ऑप्शन दिए गए हैं, इनमें से ये बताना है कि जो कंपनी इंडिया में वर्क कर रही है वो फॉरेन मार्केट से कैसे पैसा ले सकती है। पहला ऑप्शन है कन्वर्टिबल डिबेंचर्स का, कॉमर्शियल पेपर का, रेपो का, जीडीआर का और ऑल ऑफ द अबव। जीडीआर का मतलब यहाँ पे होता है ग्लोबल डिपॉजिटरी रिसिप्ट, correct answer is the GDR only. Usually quite a few policies are unissued and policy stamps are required to be affixed on such policies at the end of the year. Which journal entry has to be passed to record this transaction? First is policy stamp account to stamp on hand account, outstanding expenses account to policy stamp account to other outstanding expenses, policy stamp account to cash account, stamp on hand account to policy stamp account. Here correct answer is the policy stamp account to other outstanding expenses account. Cash flow arising from the financing activities include which of the following? Amount received as repayment of policy loan from policyholder, premium received from policyholder, income generated through policyholder as other income, cash proceed and payment of borrowing, claim amount received from the reinsurer. Here correct answer will be the cash proceeds and payment of the borrowing. Which of the given option depicts the case when the current ratio shows the amount of the current assets as exactly equal to the current liabilities? करंट रेशियो क्या होता है कि करंट एसेट और करंट लायबिलिटी कब इक्वल रहेगा? तो इक्वल तो एक ही कंडीशन में रहेगा जब रेशियो 1:1 होगा। हियर करेक्ट आंसर इज द 1:1। Which books are used for the reconciliation, classification and posting to control accounts? Reconciled cash and bank book. Reconciled cash and bank book, IBNR book, deposit adjustment book, claims book, daily entry journal. So deposit adjustment book is used for the reconciliation classification. Next question is from those listed below which are not part of the performance budget prepared by an insurance company: production budget, customer service budget, or finance budget. Only one, only two, only three, both one and two, and both two and three. Which option is correct? So only one is correct. Production budget is not part of the performance budget. Next question is, a company bought an equipment of 25,000 on 1 January 2014. The expected life of the equipment is 5 years. The residual value is determined at 3500. If the depreciation is charged at 30% on reducing balance method, what will be the carrying amount of this equipment at the end of 2 years? So यहाँ पे ध्यान देने वाली बात है कि इन्होंने 2 ईयर के एंड पे पूछा है, ना कि 5 ईयर के एंड में पूछा है इन्होंने। सो 2 ईयर, और वो भी क्या है, ये रिड्यूसिंग बैलेंस मेथड के हिसाब से क्या होगी। सो यहाँ पे एक सिंपल सी ट्रिक है। अगर हम 10 सपोज कर लें कि 10 है हमारी जो भी वैल्यू है इक्विपमेंट की, सो 30% रिड्यूस हो जाता है और हमें रेजिडुअल में 7 मिलता है। अगेन नेक्स्ट ईयर क्या होगा, 10 रहेगी और रिड्यूस होकर 7 हो जाएगा। सो ये वाली वैल्यू हो गई 10 इंटू 10 100, 7 इंटू 7 49। सो 100 की वैल्यू क्या हो गई हमारी 49 रह गई अभी। सो 100 किसके इक्वल है, 25,000 के। सो हियर क्या होगा, 49 इंटू 250। So 12250 will be the correct answer for this question. With respect to the valuation of the real estate investment property, select which of the following is correct. Value of investment property shall be taken at the current cost. The basis of revaluation should be ad hoc in nature. Profit or loss of the investment shall exclude accumulated changes in the carrying amount previously taken in the equity. Under the heading Reevaluation Reserve, without direction of FEDI, no bonus can be distributed to policyholder out of revaluation reserve. Bonus may be given to policyholder out of the revaluation reserve. So here correct answer is, without the direction of FEDI, no bonus can be distributed to policyholder of revaluation reserve. Which of these can be categorized as the internal user of an organization? किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के इंटरनल यूजर्स कौन होते हैं? डेप्टर्स होते हैं, शेयर होल्डर्स होते हैं, इन्वेस्टर होते हैं, पीपल रिलेटेड टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होता है, कस्टमर होता है। तो यहाँ पे पीपल जो भी रिलेट करते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से वो होते हैं। What are equity funds? First option is, equity fund are the fund which invest a major portion of the money in the government securities, corporate bond or fixed deposit. Equity funds are the fund which invest a major portion of the money in the equity and equity related instrument. Equity fund are the fund which invest major portion of the money in the mix of the equity and debt instrument. Equity fund which invest in equity shares only. Equity funds are the fund which invest mainly in the instruments such as treasury bill, commercial paper, etc. So here correct answer is, the equity fund are the fund which invest a major portion of the money in the equity and equity related instrument. Some deductions are available in the salaried employees under ATC, TCCC and ATCCD from the options given below. Which one is available? Deduction in respect to the medical treatment of the dependent who is a person with the disability, donation to a reputable charitable trust, deduction for the interest paid on higher education loan, fixed deposit in a scheduled bank if it is a more than 5 year, deduction of for the medical treatment. Correct answer is the fixed deposit in the scheduled bank if it is a more than 5 years. Next question is, in order to avoid the market risk, what can the life insurer to do? Separate the insurance portion from the investment product. Reshuffle any assets where a shrinkage is seen. Insurer must recover assets from debtors as and when due. Obtain a credit ratings for those companies where it decides to invest, a spreading of investment over different asset classes. So here correct answer is, reshuffle any asset where a shrinkage is seen. A young software engineer, Mr. Vikram, currently has the moderate salary, but with the time has potential to get the higher salary in upcoming years. Which of the below listed insurance plans would you suggest for his needs? Term plan with the principal return, money back plan, whole life insurance plan, pure endowment plan, or convertible whole life insurance plan? So convertible whole life insurance plan is the correct answer. Pick from the list below feature of the whole life insurance plan. Whole life insurance plan के लिए क्या correct है? In whole life insurance plan, there is no protection for the dependent. Whole life insurance plan is an excellent security for old age. In whole life insurance plan, the element of protection for dependent is the dominating element. In a whole life insurance plan, the sum assured is payable on the death of maturity of policy. In a whole life insurance plan, the premium need to be paid only for the first few years. Correct answer is in whole life insurance plan, the element of protection for dependent is the dominating element. So dependent के लिए complete protection देता है whole life insurance plan में. Next question is the average first premium per thousand sum assured can be computed as total FP means total future value divided by sum assured multiply 1000, total FIP divided by total SA multiply 1000, total FP divided by S multiply 10, total SA divided by total FP multiply 1000, total FIP divided by total SA multiply 100. So here correct answer is total future value divided by total sum assured multiply 100,000. An increase in the life insurance fund in the books of a life insurer can be due to the claims it has paid, the expenses it has incurred, the premium it has received, or the interest it has earned. So increase in the life insurance fund of a life insurer. So how it will increase? So the correct answer is the option number 3 and 4. Means the life insurance what the premium it has received और interest it has earned. So जब भी claim होगा तो उसका जो बुक होगा वो लॉस में जाएगा मीन्स कि बुक डेबिट में जाएगा एंड जो भी एक्सपेंस करेगा वो भी डेबिट में जाएगा. With respect to the balanced fund, which of the following is true? It invests mostly in treasury fund bonds. This fund is for investors who want to take moderate risk. This fund maintains surplus cash. It invests mostly in the stock of companies which have a balanced view. It invests mostly in the government securities. Correct answer is this fund is for the investors who want to take moderate risk. Next question is which is the financial ratio that is used more often in the life insurance industry? Fixed to worth, quick ratio, percentage of renewal commission to renewal premium distribution yield or interest cover. So here correct answer is the percentage of the renewal commission to renewal premium. Depreciation amount in case of revaluation of asset, the disclosure is found in balance sheet, master report, AOA, profit and loss account and notes to account form 26A. So correct answer is profit and loss account and notes to account. Which of the given schemes invest a major portion of their money in the fixed income security like fixed deposit bond debenture, ELSS, tax saving scheme, money market scheme, balance scheme, debt scheme, gilt scheme? Correct answer is the debt scheme. If many transactions are done to remove the trace of money, which stage the money laundering is being referred? Placement, layering, integration. So question is ट्रेस ऑफ मनी को रिमूव करने के लिए मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग की जो 3 स्टेज होती है, एक तो प्लेसमेंट होता है, सेकंड लेयरिंग और थर्ड इंटीग्रेशन. तो अगर हमें ट्रेस ऑफ मनी को रिमूव करना हो तो किस लेयर को हम यूज करेंगे? ओनली 1, 2, 3, बोथ 1 एंड 2, बोथ 2 एंड 3. तो ओनली 2 का यूज करेंगे मीन्स कि लेयरिंग स्टेज को ही हम हटा देंगे, तो ट्रेस ऑफ मनी हट जाएगा. Which of the following is an important guideline to remember while recording accounting entry? The claim account code for group pensions policy and ordinary policies are the same. The claim payment for the ordinary policy is same as the ULIP policy. When the liability is created for the net amount of claims payable, the head of account credited and debited are same. When the liability is created, the net amount of claims payable, the accounting heads which are credited are different from those which are debited while making the claim. The outstanding claim balance amount will be shown as assets. So here correct answer is when the liability is created for net amount claim payable, the accounting head which are credited are different from those which are debited while making the claim. An insurer carrying on general insurance business has to comply with the provisions of which schedule for preparing its financial statement? Schedule A, B, C, D or E? Correct answer is Schedule B. While identifying geographical segments, the factors that should be considered includes the nature of the processes relating to production, the nature of the product services, the procedures used to distribute the product or provide the services, exchange control regulation, the class of customers for the product or services. The correct answer is exchange control regulations. Next question is, as per the principles of which of the following in cash management, an entity should be able to convert any asset or to cash within a short period of time for the payout of claim to policyholder as and when due. Flexibility, emergency, safety, liquidity, and profitability. Correct answer is the liquidity. The focus of the capital structure ratio is primarily on which position of the business? Long-term capital appreciation, long-term solvency, long-term debt, or short-term debt. So correct answer is the long-term solvency. Next question is, the two prime functions of the bank include opening branches, giving loan, investment and speculation, deposit collection or investment, giving loan, investment, collecting deposit और giving loan. So मेन जो फंक्शन होता है वो बैंक्स का होता है कि कैश को डिपॉजिट कराना, मतलब कि डिपॉजिट कलेक्ट करना, और दूसरा होता है लोन को प्रोवाइड करना. The primary purpose of the collecting KYC information to find out good as well as bad customer as per the legal requirement, and also for the good customer relationship to investigate the customer. Only one, only two, only three, both one and two, and both one and three. So which of the following is correct? So the purpose for the KYC is legal requirement होते हैं. Either RBI, EDI, they are continuously focusing on the KYC of the customers, and also for the good customer relationship. PMLA stand for PMLA का फुल फॉर्म पूछा हुआ है. प्रिवेंशन ऑफ मनी लेयरिंग एक्ट, प्रिवेंशन ऑफ द मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट, प्राइरेसी ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट, प्रीफेस ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्टिविटीज, प्रिवेंशन ऑफ द मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्टिविटीज. सो ये सबसे इजी क्वेश्चन है, प्रिवेंशन ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट. सो बी ऑप्शन विल बी द करेक्ट. सेलेक्ट विच ऑफ द अमंग इज द गिवन ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट पैन नंबर. तो ये भी एक इजी क्वेश्चन है. तो पैन नंबर में क्या होता है कि बीच मीन्स के लास्ट के जो लास्ट लेटर अगर छोड़ दे तो उससे पहले 4 डिजिट्स होते हैं और स्टार्टिंग के 5 अल्फ़ाबेट होते हैं. सो यहाँ पे 5 अल्फ़ाबेट 3 डिजिट ये नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे 4 अल्फ़ाबेट है ये नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे 5 अल्फ़ाबेट 4 डिजिट है लेकिन लास्ट में 2 है, नहीं होगा. 4 5 अल्फ़ाबेट 4 डिजिट एंड 1. सो दिस विल बी द करेक्ट, दिस विल बी द रॉन्ग. सो पैन नंबर हम सबको पता ही होता है, तो ये एक इजी क्वेश्चन है. When a fixed asset is revalued in financial statement and there is an increase in its valuation, the increase is recognized in revaluation reserve, recognized in profit and loss account, recognized in capital reserve, both 1 and 2, all 1, 2, 3, recognized in the revaluation reserve. Overcasting error can be best defined as. So overcasting error हम किसको बोलेंगे? Summing up the total to more than what they are. जो भी टोटल होगा वैल्यूज का उससे ज़्यादा का सम आए हमें. राउंडिंग अप टू द टोटल टू हाईएस्ट नंबर, फेलियर टू राउंड अप द टोटल, समिंग अप टू द टोटल लेस देन व्हाट दे आर, राउंडिंग अप टू द टोटल टू लोवेस्ट नंबर. So correct answer is summing up the total to more than what they are. In cases where the premium is due but whose grace period is not expired, this provided as expired premium, outstanding premium, grace premium, incurred premium, or left premium. So correct answer is outstanding premium. An accountant committed an error of commission by incorrectly taking the account to wrong side. The stage at which the error had been committed at the initial stage, posting stage, pre-recording stage, recording stage, or preparation of trial balance. So posting stage is the correct answer. A machine costing 20 lakh was purchased on 1 January 2006. Depreciation was charged on monthly basis at the rate of 10% per annum using a straight line method. It was sold on 30th June 11 for 50,000. Calculate the accumulated depreciation at the time of disposal. So अगर हम यहाँ पे बात करें 2006 से 2011, तो हमारे पास यहाँ पे 4.5 ईयर्स हो जाते हैं. तो 4 ईयर्स के लिए तो डायरेक्टली 10% यानी कि 40% हमारा रिड्यूस होगा, और जो हमारा 2011 है उसमें सिर्फ हाफ एंड ईयर के बाद उसने सेल कर दिया. सो 10% का हाफ 5%, सो 5% ये भी रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. सो 20 लाख का 40% रिड्यूस हुआ तो हमारे पास 12 लाख बचा. अगेन on 20 lakh only 5% will be reduced, so 1 lakh you have to again reduce. So 11 lakh will be the correct answer. So 11 lakh will be the correct answer for this question. Which of the following is a life insurance policy that is designed primarily to provide a living benefit and secondarily to provide life insurance protection? Superannuation policy, money back policy, whole life policy, endowment policy, and term insurance policy. Endowment policy is the life insurance policy that is designed primarily to provide the living benefit and secondarily to provide life insurance protection. So इसमें endowment policy में हमारे दोनों मिलता है, एक तो living benefit मिल जाता है और life insurance protection भी मिल जाता है. Next question is, which type of expenditure need to be incurred to enhance the earning capacity of an asset for it to work much longer and efficiently? Depreciation expenditure, direct expenditure, revenue expenditure, indirect expenditure, or capital expenditure. So capital expenditure will be the correct answer for this question. The most apt way to define asset liability management for an organization means to have sufficient which of the following: sufficient long-term asset and against its short-term liabilities. शॉर्ट टर्म एसेट अगेंस्ट इट लॉन्ग टर्म लायबिलिटीज, लॉन्ग टर्म लायबिलिटीज होनी चाहिए अगेंस्ट इट लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट, शॉर्ट टर्म लायबिलिटीज अगेंस्ट इट लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट, लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट होने चाहिए अगेंस्ट इट लॉन्ग टर्म लायबिलिटीज. सो लास्ट ऑप्शन विल बी द करेक्ट. लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट होने चाहिए लॉन्ग टर्म लायबिलिटीज के बाद. From the list below, select the only expenses of the management: payment of claims, resources of charges, payment of taxes, expenses on traveling, and annuity considerations. So, expenses on traveling is the expense on the management. The annual value of the self-occupied property is calculated based on which of the following: the actual current market value, the value as per the municipal evaluation, the actual amount paid to acquire property, the value as per the indexation is considered as nil. So correct answer is, जो भी सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड प्रॉपर्टी होती है वो उसको नील कंसीडर किया जाता है. Identify which of the following below listed activities are the necessary in a budget evaluation of the performance. Second is communication. Third is remedial action. So कौन सी एक्टिविटी बजट में नेसेसरी होती है? ओनली टू, ओनली थ्री, बोथ वन एंड टू, ऑल और बोथ वन एंड थ्री. करेक्ट आंसर इज, बजट के लिए हमारे पास तीनों एक्टिविटी इवेल्युएशन ऑफ द परफॉर्मेंस, कम्युनिकेशन एंड रिमीडियल एक्शन सभी जरूरी होता है. In the money laundering, layering will consist of gold smuggling, currency smuggling, blending of black and white funds, smurfing, making money deposit and withdrawal to a change of amount of money in the account. So correct answer is last one, making money deposit and withdrawal to change the amount of money. The primary aim of the accounting is to: one is prepare the profit and loss account and the balance sheet. Second is prepare ledger account for all the transaction. Third is provide financial information to users for such information. Only one, only two, only three, both one and two, both one and three. Correct answer is only three. So provide financial information to users for of such information is the primary aim of accounting. A company was following the reducing balance method for the depreciation till 2014. However, in 2015, it shifted to the straight line method. In this case, the company has not followed the going concern, assumption, prudence, consumption, consistency concept, substance over from concept, accrual concept. So correct answer is the consistency concept. So यहाँ पे consistency break हो गई क्योंकि पहले वो reducing balance method को काउंट कर रहा था, बाद में स्ट्रेट लाइन मेथड को काउंट किया उसने. Based on the nature of the insurance company liabilities, most of the investment will be categorized as, जो भी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी की लाइबिलिटीज होती हैं उनके जो मोस्टली इन्वेस्टमेंट होते हैं वो किस में होते हैं? बेस्ड ऑन द बुक वैल्यू, हेल्ड टू मैच्योरिटी, अवेलेबल फॉर सेल, फेयर वैल्यू बाई प्रॉफिट और लॉस, लोन एंड रिसीवेबल. सो करेक्ट आंसर इज अवेलेबल फॉर सेल. थैंक यू दोस्तों वीडियो को पूरा एंड तक देखने के लिए. इस वीडियो में हमने 50 क्वेश्चंस को कवर किए हैं जो सारे के सारे मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन ही हैं, एग्जामिनेशंस में पूछे गए हैं. अगले वीडियो में हम नेक्स्ट फिर से 50 क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व कराएंगे. तब तक के लिए वीडियो को लाइक करें और सब्सक्राइब कर दें चैनल को.